Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory. How you guys doing today? I'm doing really good. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a really great day. We're back playing some Sky Factory, and it's raining, which is super sad face. I was actually waiting. I waited for about 10 minutes to wait for this rain to stop, and it never did. So I said, screw it, and we're going to start the episode anyway in the rain. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And I wanted to say, that wasn't what I was going to say, but I was wanting to say, thank you guys for sitting down with me today, because I really do appreciate it, because you know you don't have to, but I'm really glad you did. Really glad you decided to come hang out with me today. We have some fun things planned for today, but before we get into that, off screen, I've been doing quite a bit of work. I've been doing quite a bit of work trying to get ready for this episode. Mostly just kind of grinding on Cobblestone, doing a ton of sieving, and we're going to be talking about these two things in just a second. I've been grinding on the mob farm, getting a bunch of levels for random stuff and things, and I've also been breeding the crap out of these animals over here because I want to change these guys over to our main food source sooner or later. And we have got a ton of pigs, and I didn't feel like breeding these guys, I don't really need them, and we have a ton of cows. And now, because of Minecraft logic and the magic of inbreeding, we have tons of animals now, which is really great. We also have Steven, which is, I don't know if I ever showed off the Smiling Club, but you can name this sucker. I don't know what else you could do with him, but he just kind of sits there. His name's Steven. He's super happy and he loves me. He has like particle hearts every once in a while. But yeah, today I was first to be honest, I was going to start working on the magical crop stuff. Well, actually, it's called magical agriculture now, but it's technically magical crops. Let me get rid of the NEI real quick so I can go over to it. So I was going to start on this today. But, no wait, I was going to start on this today, but I decided against it, except for one other thing. I'm not going to jump completely into it because, off screen, check this out. I have been sieving, and check all this stuff out. I got 6 diamonds, which I actually, to be honest, I don't think I've done this yet. Aw, no achievements? I think it's because I don't have hardwire yet. Maybe it is because I have hardwire. I don't know. I figured it was going to give me, I was going to have the achievement diamonds. That's really weird. I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it's just an achievement tree thing. So I've got 6 diamonds now. And the way that I got those, by the way, was using this heavy oak sieve thing, and I was compressing with the iron sieve mesh stuff, and I was compressing. I was using compressed gravel to sift through this to make the diamonds and stuff. I got a ton of stuff from that. I got a lot of iron pieces now. I got a lot of all this other stuff that I can't really do anything with. And that's really what we're going to be going into today. But before we get into whatever that is, which basically we're going to be making a smeltery today, because I really need to do it. But before that, I want to go ahead and make these things. And they're called inferior. Yes, essence seeds things. So I'm going to be using these things to make more essence. If you guys don't know what that is, it's this stuff here. Now, this stuff is used in all the crafting stuff for the magical agricultural stuff, but I need a lot of it, and I don't have a lot of it. Okay, good, so it's starting nighttime, so I can get rid of this dumb rain. Dang it. See, you can clearly see I've been trying to get rid of the rain, and it just won't let me. I get really agitated at it. Go away, rain. Thank you. Goodbye. So I have a feeling that these things are going to allow me to grow that stuff, and I want to make sure I have some of it on supply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear up some stuff, and I'm going to plant these guys, and I'm hoping from these plants I'm going to be able to grow me some of that essence stuff. That way I can get that stuff automated. Well, technically it's not automated, but I can get that stuff to where it's easier to get other than, you know, using the mob farm. Which, if I had to, this could be an easy way to get it. Soon we're going to be, what's it called? We're going to be automating this to where it's automatic, and I don't have to kill them, you know, manually, but we'll be doing that later. So today, I'm going to start jumping into the, what's it called? The Tinker's Construct Smeltery. But to do that, let's go ahead and look at that up. Now, I know you guys have seen this stuff before, but for those of you who haven't, I'll go into Tinker's Construct. So for Tinker's Construct, you can make something called a smeltery, but to make the smeltery, you need specific blocks to do it. Now, it's not showing it where I need it, but I need the seared brick stuff. To make seared brick, I need grout, and to make grout, I need sand. I'm going to need gravel, and I'm going to need clay. Now, sand and gravel we could get by using cobblestone, and then clay we have to use these things for, which is really great, because you have to drop dust inside of water barrels, and then you get clay back. At least that's how I remember doing it. So that's the way that I'm going to get that seared stuff. And of course that stuff makes into seared brick, which is then used to craft different things. Now, I have got a lot of crafting to do. I just want to do a little bit of an intro, tell you guys what we're going to be doing today. I am really excited to get this thing done, because not only are we going to be able to upgrade our tools, but we're also going to be able to use it to automate our ores, because I have a ton of stuff in there that I don't feel like wasting coal on. So yeah, I'm really excited to get done with this today, and I we'll see you guys when I get most of the work done. So yeah, I'll see you guys in just a little bitty bit. Alright guys, welcome back. So I've done all the grindy bits and I've got everything together that we're going to be needing for this. And before we start, I'm going to put a torch right there, just in case I don't want any mobs spawning. So what I did was I just built out a little platform right beside our cobblestone generator. Now I'm placing it over here really because I guess it kind of fits the theme of the cobblestone thing. I don't know. I just felt like putting it over here. I thought I felt like it was going to be a good place for it. So now to do this thing, I have shown this off several times, but I just want to go ahead and do it for those people who have never done this thing before. Now, usually you're supposed to do it in a 3x3 area, but that was the old way of doing it. Now, I'm pretty sure they've reduced it to wherever you can keep it as big as you want it to keep it. Now, for right now, I'm going to keep it a 2x2. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to work. Again, I haven't tested this out yet. I'm hoping that it works. So to do it, you're going to need to have a little floor of seared brick. Now this could be either by 1x1, a 2x2, or 3x3, or you can actually, I think you can go all the way up to a 7x7 without anything, any problems with it. But you're gonna need seared brick, which of course is made by seared brick. Yeah, just they added an S on it. Go figure. So, and then you're gonna need yourself a smeltery controller, which this is gonna control the thing. And then you're gonna need yourself a seared tank, which is gonna hold your lava, which is gonna be your fuel. And then you're gonna need something called what's it called? A smeltery drain, which then you're gonna stick this thing on the side, just like so. And then you're going to want to take yourself another piece of seared brick to close this thing off. And now this thing should be able to be usable. Yes, it has 4 open spots, so it does work. Okay, and now all you're going to need now is a faucet. Bam. And this thing, of course, will be able to flow your liquids. Now, to make this thing work, I'm going to need some lava. Now, I don't know if I ever showed this off on camera, and just in case if I didn't, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's actually really super simple. Now, of course, I have buckets of lava, but just in case if I have never showed you guys how to do this, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do it. So you're going to need something called a crucible. Crucible is going to be made by an unfired crucible, which is made by, I do believe, porcelain. I think it's called porcelain, and then, of course, that's made by... what's it called? Clay. Now, to make this thing work is you're gonna need a flame source of some kind, a heat source. Now, you can use a regular torch. I think the hotter the heat source, the faster this thing will work. But yeah, all I got right now is a torch, and I don't want to place any lava down because I have a feeling it's gonna burn everything down, which is not good. And then what you're gonna want to do next is you're gonna want to take some cobblestone. Now, I don't have a lot with me. Let me go ahead and break off some cobblestone really quickly. I think you're gonna need 8 pieces per. Maybe it's 10 pieces. I can't remember if it's either 8 or 10 pieces per bucket of lava. And then what's going to happen over time is the cobblestone is going to slowly turn into lava. Now, luckily for me, like I showed you guys earlier, I got a bunch of lava out of just those reward bags. So I don't have to sit through this, but I just want to go ahead and do this real quick. Just shove all of those guys in there. Okay, maybe it was only 4 pieces. I have no idea, but all that cobblestone over time is just going to smelt down into lava, which is great. And then, of course, I'm going to have a bucket of lava. Now, luckily for me, I have this here, and I think... Where did I put the other ones? I think I have some more over here. At least I'm pretty sure I do. Do I have more lava? Do I? No. Yeah, dude, there's one. So I got 2 buckets. Let me make sure that I don't see another one. No, I have 3 buckets of lava. Great, so I have 3 buckets of lava. That way I don't have to wait very long. So let's go throw these bad boys in here. Now, luckily, 2 of these buckets are iron and the other one's clay. So I'm going to be able to keep the iron bucket. So we're going to put bam, and then bam, and then this guy should break. Yep, and then no more clay bucket. And now, I should be able to just throw my stuff in there. By the way, if you guys did not know, I never showed this off, but I made something called a gluttony charm. It basically just allows me to eat faster. I don't know why I made it. I thought it looked really cool, so I decided to make myself a gluttony charm. So I don't know if I can just throw these guys in there. Does it work? No, it cannot be smelted. So what I gotta do first is I gotta turn it into these. Let me do this, and then I can throw them in there. Yes, and then over time, this thing is going to smelt down into iron. Of course, these things I do believe are 1 ingot a piece, so that's going to be 4 ingots of iron. And then what I'm going to use that stuff for is to make new tools. Now, I'm pretty sure, I faintly remember Voodoo Beard telling me that you can upgrade your tools and you don't have to completely remake a tool. Now, I don't know exactly how to do that, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to look it up in the book. I'm pretty sure I think I have one of those books. Let me see, do I have one of those books on hand? I'm pretty sure I made one. Where did I put it? There it is. So I'm pretty sure you can change out tool tips, like you can change out tool heads. Now, I don't exactly know how to do that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of research off screen. that away I don't bore you guys with this. So I'm going to look at the Tinker's Construct and figure out what I need to do to make some new tools. Because now I have a working smeltery, so I can pretty much just turn all this stuff into ingots if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to start working on... There we go. I've got 8 ingots. Wait, that turned into 8? That was only 4. Oh, so it duplicates it. Okay, good. That is actually a really good thing. I didn't know if it was going to do that. I'm really happy about that. So it does duplicate it. Okay, good. So instead of, if you guys are doing this, I would recommend building yourself a smeltery, because the way that I was doing it earlier was I was doing a 1x1, which means I was just sticking it in here. It would smelt down. I know I just wasted a piece of coal. I know that was pretty stupid, but I was smelting it down and it would only give me 1 ingot. But if I throw it in there, it gives me 2 ingots, which is great per piece of chunk, which is really, really good, because that gives me, yes, it duplicates it. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to do the long and strenuous process of figuring out how to do this. And once I figure it out, I'll be right back with you guys. So I'll see you guys in just a little bitty bit. Alright guys, welcome back. So I've been working quite a lot since we last let off. It's actually been about a day and a half since we last let off. And I've been tinkering around with this little smeltery over here. As you guys can probably tell, I raised it up just a little bit. So now we have a bunch of different slots in here. Well, actually 12 to be exact. And I've been smelting down a lot of different stuff. Now the reason that I was doing that, as you can probably tell by my inventory, was I wanted to go through my whole stash of stuff. I'm not done yet. I think I can even do something with this Yellorium. Maybe? How do you do this stuff? Can you like do that with it? And here's my question. Can I smelt this Yellorium down in here? No, I cannot. So I'm gonna have to do it manually through a furnace, which is something I didn't want to have to do, but hey, it is what it is. So now I've gone through all of my ores, and so far I've gotten 11 iron blocks, which is great, 5 lead blocks, and then I got a nickel block, and then I've got some extra ingots just lying around. Now I'm not completely finished, like I have a few chunks left, but I got through most of it. So I was doing a little bit of research on Tinker's Construct, and I figured out how to do it. Now, it's actually really stupidly simple, and really quickly, I wanted to go ahead and harvest some of the stuff up while I can. So bam, 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 and bam. So this stuff does give you essence, by the way, which is what we're going to be really needing. So I increased it by 1 more row, and now we have a 4x4, which gives us 16 plants. Now, unfortunately, they're not really super duper fast, so it's going to take quite a while before we start building up enough to actually count for anything, but hey, it's a thing. So the way that you do this is really simple. All you got to do is take your old tool, being crude much, and then all you got to do is take your piece that you want to add and just stick it in there. It's really stupid simple. So I'm going to be upgrading from a stool. That's not what I wanted to say. A cobblestone tool head, a wood binding, and a wood rod to a iron head. I wonder if I can do more than one at a time. Yes, I can. So I'm going to go from a stone head to an iron head, which is good. And plus, I'm also going to be keeping all of my levels on it, and I'm going to be keeping the custom on it, which is really good. And I'm going to go ahead and go from a wood binding to a copper binding, and then I'm going to be going, well, actually, that's a tool rod. Now I'm going to be going from a wood binding to an electrum binding. Now the reason I decided these 3 was because not only did I have a lot of them, but also they do pretty interesting things. So the iron has magnetic 2 on it, which is going to be useful because whenever I mine a block, it's automatically going to be attracted towards me. That way I don't have to worry about it falling off into the void. Very, very useful. Now the copper tool rod has something called well established, and this thing is going to give me increased XP. Now, if I start, I don't know if I'm actually going to be needing this in any way, shape, or form because we don't really have regular ores, but for copper, it had a tool modifier of 1.05, which is pretty high considering the rest of them, because most of them had a tool modifier below 1, or had a durability of minus, which is not something that I wanted. I wanted as much durability as I can get. And then the last one was the electrum binding. The reason I used this one was because it had the highest durability of the ones available for me right now, which is 250. It also had this shocking ability, which just basically, it collects charge over time as I walk, and then if I hit a mob, it does like this electrical damage thing. I probably won't be using that very much, but hey, it's a thing. So now, I am going to be naming this Upgrade Much. Bam! Upgrade much? Bam! Now we got our new tool, which is really, really great. So we've got, of course, I just said iron head, electrum binding, and a copper tool rod. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm basically just going to be going through the rest of my ores. I'm going to be turning all these guys into ingots. Also, if you guys were wondering how you make electrum, it's just gold and silver. And I'm just going to go ahead and now another thing is I got this Constantina Constantan. I feel like that's the way you need to say it. We got Constantan, guys. But I don't know exactly what this thing does. It really doesn't do very much. It seems like it's mostly just around for no, wait, what was it called? Immersive engineering. Okay, so that's a thing. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Let's see. Bam, bam, where you at? Let's see. Make obsidian block, I haven't done that yet. Make Tinker's construct, bam. No, dang it. There we go, and then upgrade existing tools. Bam, got 2 more check marks. Now, the other thing that I wanted to go ahead and do today is I want to go ahead and automate our cobblestone generation. Ooh, that's going to be a lot of fun. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to be using transfer nodes, which should be pretty simple to make. Let me look that up really quickly. Transfer. Okay, transfer node. And now to make those, transfer node filter, where you at? Transfer node fluids, transfer node items. So I'm going to need regular stone. Yeah, this is super easy. Regular stone, a chest, and some redstone. Oh, redstone. I have a piece of redstone. How do I get redstone? Okay, so I can make the essence, which I can't do yet. Sieving. Okay, so I'm going to need dust. Oh, okay. Or a diamond mesh. How do I make those? Oh, that's a lot of diamonds. I don't want to have to use my diamonds on that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get together some of the items I'm going to be needing for this, which basically I just need a transfer node, and I'm also going to be needing these pipe things. All right, and I'm going to be needing those world interaction upgrades. Oh goodness, I've got a lot of things to craft, guys, and once I get that stuff done, I'll see you guys in just a minute. Hopefully I can get that stuff together. I don't know if I'm going to have the resources for it. Hey guys, hey, do you want any? Oh yes, get it, get some meat. Oh gee, nom, 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 nom. Eat it. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh God, it's everywhere. All right, so I think I got everything that I'm going to be needing to make this cobblestone generator. So it turns out it was a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. So originally what my plan was going to be was I was just going to make some transfer nodes, and I was going to make some transfer pipe, and I was going to make the upgrades that I needed. Now, unfortunately, there's a little bit more into it than that. So the way that extra utilities work now is that everything in this mod needs GP. Now, GP is their power. And unfortunately, I didn't have a way of getting that. So what I did was I just went ahead and did the short and easy route and made some solars. And now the way that this works is during the daytime, these guys are going to make me 1 GP per tick, which should be good because according to these upgrades, they only have a 1 GP penalty so far. And the one that I had to make was the upgraded mining, which allowed me to pump cobblestone and stuff from a cobblestone block. So that's the only one that I really needed. So it's 1 GP it's 1 GP penalty, and it needed some lapis iron and more iron. So I pretty much had what I needed for that. So let's go ahead and lay these down really quickly. Now these things are only going to work during the day, which is super sad face. So I'm probably going to have to go and make these other ones, which are called lunar panels, which require these lunar reactive dust, but I need a resonator for that, and unfortunately I'm out of redstone and I can't make any more of this resonating redstone crystals. Now the way that you originally get these is by mining redstone, but unfortunately there is no redstone ore. So the way that I had to do it was I had to put redstone and an ender shard. Now the way that you make an ender shard, you need an ender pearl and a glass cutter. Now I don't know how I did it, but I, for some strange reason, had an ender pearl in this chest over here. I can't remember when I got it. I'm thinking I probably got it out of one of those. Hold on, is my sounds off? Yes, they are. I had to turn them off because I was mining some cobblestone. But I don't know why, but I had one in here. I don't know where I got it. I probably got it from one of those loot boxes. Also, I got this thing off screen. Check this out. Spawn egg. So I got a chicken spawn egg. So whenever I want to make myself a, what are those things called? Chicken farm? Like an egg farm? I can go ahead and do that really simply. So that's really good. So instead of having to, you know, bait a chicken over. So yeah, that's a thing. So let's go ahead and build this thing. I think I have some cobblestone lying around in here. No, over here. Do I have any more? I have some gravel. Do I not have any more cobblestone? No, I got it in my inventory. Okay, so the way that this thing works, it's really simple. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go out over in this general direction. Now, oh, this always gets me every time. I'm always afraid, and I'm always afraid that my thumb or my pinky finger, my left pinky finger is gonna flinch up, and I'm gonna end up killing myself. So the way that this thing works is it's actually really simple. Now I am going to make myself a little hole for the, nope, I want to keep you. Give me you. Haha, magnetism for the win. And also, it turns out Cobblestone gives XP if you have the well-off enchantment thing. So that's kind of cool. So I was getting XP while I was doing the little grindy session over there. And, well, the way that this thing works is I'm going to have a centralized cobblestone block, being this one. And then I'm going to have lava on one side and I'm going to have water on the other. And what that is going to do is the game is going to recognize that cobblestone, every time it gets mined, is going to turn into a cobblestone block. So what this extra utilities thing is going to allow me to do is if I place a transfer node here, along with our little upgrade here, thingamabobber, where you at? Upgrade thingy, in there. And if I go and grab, let's see, do I have an extra bucket of lava somewhere around here? I think I do. Is it in here? Yes, it is. I was going to use this inside of our smeltery thing, but I guess this would be just as good. So we're going to put that there. And do I have an infinite source? Don't. I used up all of my things. Dang it. No, I got one. Oh, I did. I didn't know I kept one. Oh, that's really good. Okay, and then I'm going to put the other one here. Now, this should be sucking out cobblestone. It does. Awesome. Now, I'm afraid... Why is it working? Because it's supposed to be... I'm confused. Maybe it won't transfer it. I don't know. So what I'm originally going to do is I'm going to seal this off. I'm not going to be going over here. And I'm going to run pipe over in this general direction here. Just like so. Over to a chest right here. And every time I need cobblestone, I can't stand not being able to run. I need food. I'm gonna eat some carrots. Hold on, where's my carrots at? Give me carrots. Yes, love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you don't know how I did that, I have a gluttony charm thing that allows me to eat really, really fast. So let's grab a chest really quickly. Boom. Gimme yo. And now I'm gonna be able to grab cobblestone whenever I want. Right? No? It's not working. Is it because I don't have any GP? I think it is. No. Oh, there it is. I got cobblestone now. I've got cobblestone on command now. Sweet. So now I got infinite cobble. Oh, so you're basically useless now? Yeah, you're just outdated. Yeah, that's a thing. But I can't believe we actually figured out. Well, I can't believe that. I'm actually really smart. I'm used to saying I can't believe things because I usually don't get things right on the first try, but this is really simple. So what's really great about this design is because I can multiply it. Like I can add another lava block there and add another transfer node, and I can add a water block here and add another transfer node, and I can just have triple ups. And I can actually add a water block there and a lava block there, and then I could triple up on this one, and that one. So really, it's just a really awesome design because it layers it, and I just love how you can make pretty much infinite cobblestone out of this stuff, which, I mean, that is what it is. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode, guys. I hope that you guys had fun today. I really did as well, and don't forget, guys, if you hated this video, you know where to put it, but if you didn't enjoy it, do not forget to hit the like button, guys. You know, I don't really understand. How is that working? It's not supposed to be. Because I don't have my solar panels down. That really hit my, that made me think. Wonder why that's working. I have no idea. But don't forget to post any questions, comments, smart marks, comment section down there. I love hearing from you guys. And guys, if you're looking for brand new things to watch or just anything to watch in general, I'm going to be putting 2 videos on the screen right now in this general area in the outro bit. I don't know when exactly they're going to be on the screen. But if either of those 2 videos interest you in any way, shape, or form, I recommend going and watching those. And also, if you're brand new and you haven't subscribed yet, just go ahead, hit my face in the middle of the screen right there, and become part of the family. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, and hope all of you have a great and wonderful rest of y'all day. See you guys tomorrow.